What's going on, guys? This is Hypnotech. How are you doing? We are unboxing the Auzai portable monitor. I've wanted a portable monitor for quite a long time now. It's actually pretty hard. It was pretty hard to find one at least a year or two ago, a USB-C one. And they're starting to saturate the market a lot more. So I'm very glad that Auzai contacted us and sent us this to review. This is a 15.6-inch portable monitor, and we are going to take a look at it. There's some paperwork. I'll give you some specs in a bit. They also give you a screen protector on it. And the monitor actually comes already wrapped in this nice case. This case actually doubles up as the stand, the monitor stand. It reminds me a lot of like the whole iPad folio keyboard cases or just a folio case in general. So you fold it origami style and you put it on these little nudges here to hold it in place for a couple different angles. And we'll take a look at this closely in a bit. But as you can see, it's very sleek right now. What else do we have in the boxes? I believe we should have a bunch of cables because the cables are very important to this particular product. There's a cloth in here, a pretty thick cloth. And then for cables, it looks like we have USB-C to C. And then we have HDMI to mini HDMI, which is good. We do like that. And we also have a USB-C to A cable. So there's plenty of variety. On one side, we have a little scroll wheel and also a power or select button, followed by a headphone jack. You do get audio coming from here. There are speakers as well. And then on the other side, you get two USB-C ports and a mini HDMI. I'll tell you guys why there's two USB-Cs in a bit. Now, this magnetic cover is very snappy, very nice feeling. It's not too difficult to peel off. I actually really like how this snaps on and pulls off. It's the right amount of magnetic pull, and this thing is just sleek. The leather, or it's not leather, it's plastic, but it feels very nice to hold in your hand. When you flip it to the back, you do see some button instructions, so you never forget what buttons or what ports are what. Not that you'll get a hang of it pretty fast. But as I said before, there are two angles that you can angle it. These are just two designated spots that you can keep this monitor at. Not the greatest viewing angles, but I think once we get it started, you're going to see that the quality of the display is actually pretty good. And this thing is really thin. It doesn't take up a lot of space, even with the folio extended all the way. All right, I have it hooked up to a laptop. This is a Chromebook, my Pixelbook Go. And as you can see, just one USB-C cable, the USB-C to C connecting the monitor to the laptop, and the laptop is giving the monitor power. So it has no power source plugged in. I didn't charge. There's no like battery on the Auzai. It's just taking the power from the Chromebook. And not every laptop or device can do that. And I'll show you guys a couple examples later on. But as you can see, the monitor is working. This is a 15.6-inch 1080p display. So it's a full HD display. As I said earlier in the video, a couple years ago, it's actually kind of hard to even get a 1080p display for a reasonable price. This is about $150 right now on Amazon, so it is very affordable. Has two USB-C slots and a mini HDMI. So this actually does give me basically everything I wanted in a portable monitor, and it was pretty hard to get this a couple years ago. Just seeing this, I'm pretty impressed with it. I have to say, I'm pretty surprised. I did not expect to like it as much. As you can see here, though, that the monitor is slipping. It's not holding in place in the grooves for the angles as well as it should. It's just sliding. I've had a little bit of problem with that, but it should be okay. As you can see here, I'm adjusting the volume, and also you can press the button. You can press in on it, and it gives you a menu system here. And you can use the scroll wheel and use the power button as a back button as well. So there is a menu, kind of like your monitors, your displays that you use for your own personal computers. It's the exact same situation here. You can adjust multiple things on here to make this monitor work for you. The brightness is actually pretty decent. I'll never use this outdoors, so I'm not going to talk about sunlight and how difficult or easy it is to see in there, but at least the brightness levels adjust pretty well. And as you can see here, it is just plugged in through the USB-C port. All right, I'm going to go through a couple examples of how you can use this. Right now, I have an iPad Pro plugged in. The reason I changed from a regular iPad to iPad Pro is because of this USB-C connector. I like how the USB-C can go into a USB-C like this. No need for a lightning cable. And as you can see, it works very well, very fine. The latency is really good. This also is a 144 hertz refresh rate. And as you can see, it might be good for gaming like this with the switch plugged in. Once again, it's a USB-C to USB-C. So I really like the versatility that this offers you. You can plug in a variety of things with a USB-C cable like the Nintendo Switch. You do need an additional power source. That's where the second USB-C port comes in. As you can see, I have it plugged in right now to a power brick into the wall. So it does require power. And another example is this laptop here. This is a gaming laptop, and it does also require a second power source. So you do have to have that USB-C port plugged into the wall somewhere to give it power. And now this case, this MacBook does not need it. This MacBook Pro, which I'm using it mainly for editing, which this monitor will be great for, you see I don't have that power source plugged in like the Chromebook. It doesn't need it. And going back to the viewing angles, I think the viewing angles are okay. They're pretty good. For the two angles that we are required to use on this particular thing, there's not much glare. And my favorite part of this is this thing is really light and really thin. Like, just look at how thin this thing is. It's crazy. Like, this is thinner than a pencil other than the port area. I really like how thin this thing is. And this is how it looks like all folded up together, ready to go. Just tuck it under your arm and you're good to go. But yeah, I color me impressed for $150. 2 USB-C ports, 1080p. I'm a fan of this. You guys should definitely check us out on Instagram and Twitter. I'll update you guys after using this for a little longer. This is just first impressions. I don't know how this will hold up, but from immediate impressions, I am pretty excited about this. Once again, I'm Untitled Tech. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
And that's it. Be sure to subscribe here. Hit the bell button so you don't miss any of our videos, and check out our other videos right here. Until next time,